Buyers on Shortland Street.
Because you know what I think? I think she's using all that to keep in contact.
Yeah, okay, maybe she is. I don't care. But if I have to play Vasa's game to have a relationship with my daughter, then I'll do that. Can't blame a kid for wanting to play happy families.
I know it's what I want. Sorry, did I just do that? Sorry.
It's okay.
Just when we were playing so nicely, and trust me to stuff it up.
Well, you haven't. But I'm happy with Sarah. You know that.
Yeah, moment of madness. Forget it.
Well, I will if you will.
Please.
Go on.
I might go see if Ola needs help with it later.
Yeah, some of her spelling was a bit off.
We should probably get going anyway.
But there's no rush.
No, I really should be cooking her dinner.
One thing we do know for sure, you don't have Guillain-Barré syndrome. We know that from the lumbar puncture. That's good news.
Oh, I'm getting to the point where any diagnosis will do, doesn't matter what.
I wish I could tell you. The truth is I'm stumped. But I did start thinking about heavy metal toxicity.
Hey, if I have to quit playing my Iron Maiden records, I will.
Seriously, what do you think?
I don't see how it could be.
Well, think about it. Your house is 100 years old. Could be lead from the pipes seeping into the water.
Yeah, the pipe's replaced.
Or something else in the house then.
So why isn't it affecting you?
You have lived there a lot longer than I have.
She's right. It could take a while to build up.
Come on, it's worth investigating, isn't it? I'll have a hunt round. I'll see if anything jumps out of there.
And we can do some more blood tests too. It's hard when we don't know exactly what to test for, but how about we start with the commonest household toxins?
If it's the house that's making me sick, can I come back to work now?
Nice try. But you just told me you still have all the same symptoms.
Yeah, he does.
Harry said to tell you the pizza is getting cold. If we're not back in the car in 3 minutes, he's going to start eating.
Coming.
Did you find what you were looking for? Good. You can watch it after dinner. Come on.
Hang on.
Was that Barry Pollock I saw disappearing down the corridor?
Yeah, I wanted to pick his brains on scoliosis surgery.
Oh, I hope you didn't drag him in here especially.
No, I met him on the way in. He was good enough to give me a few tips.
I don't know why you're so worried. It's not like you haven't seen this done before.
I know.
The best thing you can do now is get a good feed and have a decent night's sleep.
Yeah, you're probably right.
You know what's really going to help you?
What?
The rest of the theatre team. You look after them, they'll look after you.
Somebody said something.
That doesn't matter. This is me talking. I know you can do this surgery. You're going to walk out of theatre tomorrow feeling 100 times more confident. If you can do that without walking all over your staff, all the better. Come on.
Do you realise this is the 3rd time today that we've tried to have a meal together?
Quick, lock the door, turn your phone off.
How was the family conference?
Good. Ula didn't say much, but she did end up writing a couple of apology letters, one for each of the Cooper kids.
Do you think she actually meant what she wrote?
Yeah, I do. Fingers crossed, she might have actually turned a corner.
How did Vasa take it all?
Well, if you ask me, she came down pretty hard. Almost pretty much grounded.
I think that's fair enough.
It's just when she was starting to make friends. That boy of Chris's seems like a real good influence, but now she's not allowed anywhere near him.
Well, you're Ula's parent too. What did you have to say for yourself?
Not a lot. I thought it was important to keep a united front.
Oh, so Vasa wins again. I don't know how she does it, but she always manages to get what she wants, doesn't she?
I was worried about you.
You're wasting your time.
What about this?
What about it?
Well, looks like it's aluminium.
It is. Shanti would never use it.
But you have?
Once or twice. Made a curry in it. One Hunter had before he got sick. I thought I just didn't heat it properly.
Well, you're probably right. One little pop can't be that toxic, surely. You know, some of these cupboards really are filthy.
There's so much stuff in there we never use.
Oh, what is this?
Stuff like that. Stuff I can't chuck away.
Why not?
Sentimental value.
So you stuff it in the back of a kitchen cupboard. That's really sentimental.
If it's in there, I never have to look at it.
Yes.
Do you mind?
Just this whole sordid
Is this you and Timor?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, and there's Warren. I never would have recognised him, but all the names are there. Gary Verco, Clyde Simpson, Greg Sinclair. Do you ever see any of these guys anymore?
Put it away, eh?
Sorry. Flat white, please.
We don't normally see you in here this time of day.
I came in to get Scotty some painkillers. He was halfway out the door to try and get them himself. I practically had to tie him to the sofa.
How is he?
No change. Apart from his mood, that's getting worse.
Another coffee, Paula?
No thanks, I think we're done. Are you coming?
Seriously, I don't know why she comes in here. She hates my guts.
Why? What did you do to her?
Well, that depends on who you listen to.
Well, I wouldn't trust your version. You can't even get her name right. You called her Paula? It's Penny.
Yeah, these days it is.
What does that mean?
Her real name is Paula Sinclair. She changed it after her old man took off. Said she wanted a fresh start.
It's a bit extreme.
Yeah, well, that is Paula for you. She accused me of forcing myself on her and convinced Hunter to kick me out of the flat. I mean, it's all BS, of course, but you can't tell him that.
He is very loyal.
Yeah, and it will bite him in the bum one day. He'll forget their 3-month anniversary and then she'll turn on him.
Suddenly Scotty's bad moods don't seem so bad. Look, am I getting that coffee or not? You better make it takeout or Scotty will be wondering where I've been.
Looks good to me. Chris?
Do you really need my opinion on the cold surgical layout? I don't think so. Relax, you know what you're doing.
Morning.
Luke?
Nice to have you with us, Chris. I wasn't sure you'd be here.
I'm assisting Isaac.
Good to know. You'll be aware of the risks with this particular procedure.
So am I, for that matter.
Of course. I didn't mean to suggest otherwise.
I've already started around cephalosporin to reduce the risk of infection.
Very wise. May I see you're taking the posterior approach?
Barry Pollock's recommendation.
He would know.
He speaks very highly of you. He said to say hello.
Oh.
So, with Chris and Barry at my side, not to mention back-to-back screenings of new dimensions and scoliosis treatment, and the best theatre team money can buy, I think we're off to a very promising start. Let's do it, shall we? Now for the tricky part, inserting the graft. You sure you don't want to step in?
It's your show.
Oh, hell.
Okay, deep breath and try again. Use the osteotome and the mallet.
I'm worried about damaging the nerves.
Good. So you know not to use too much force. Come on, you know what you're doing.
She's tachycardic at 120.
Thank you, Luke.
Concentrate.
She's in danger of going into cardiac arrest.
State the bloody obvious, why don't you?
Okay, guys, focus.
I think you should take over.
You'll regret it if I do.
Well, someone needs to do something, sooner rather than later. I'll start her on metaraminol.
Suction, please.
Alignment looks good. Now tap it in. That's it. Gently does it.
Yes.
Just like I bought one.
Don't worry, I'm not following you.
Tracy, that must have seemed weird before. Brody calling me Paula.
Ah, I just thought he was being a bloke.
I was called Paula when I was younger.
Yeah, Brody said.
What else did he say?
Not a lot. And don't worry, whatever that boy says, I take with a huge pinch of salt.
You didn't really tell me how Scotty was.
You didn't really stick around long enough to find out.
I'm sorry.
Thank you for looking after him, though. Scotty told me how good you were.
Oh, it was nothing.
Oh, good. 2 of you.
Except I am busting, so haha.
Or is she just trying to get out of buying a daffodil?
I don't think so.
I was just joking.
Oh, of course you were. Like, who's gonna say no? Not Tracy, that's for sure.
Are you all right?
Yeah.
You seem a bit on edge.
Probably too many coffees. Actually, I had 2 first thing, and then I had an energy drink, and those things are full of caffeine, aren't they?
I believe so.
Oh, yeah, of course, sorry. Oops.
Don't worry, I'll get it. There you are. Thank you. Oh, you're too good.
Ta.
Right, so how much am I giving you?
As much as I can guilt you into. Penny was very generous.
Mr. Daly's cardigan, it's either hiding in here somewhere or touring the outer suburbs on a bus. He can't remember where he left it.
Cubicle 2.
Thanks.
You don't realise we're short-staffed. What are you doing down here?
Going the extra mile, and what thanks am I going to get for it? None.
I'm supposed to be a boss. You wouldn't think so, would you?
What do you expect? All I nearly gave her a kid a broken nose.
Hey.
Hey.
I just thought I'd better come and check up on Mr. McKelvey.
Which one was he again?
Yeah, old guy, red nose, bushy eyebrows, fell down some stairs at home.
Yes, surgeon saw him and admitted him about half an hour ago. Subcapsular kidney rupture.
I thought as much.
And that's about as interesting as it gets down here today.
I don't believe you.
Actually, no. Mr. Uden, he was interesting. Bangladeshi chap, moved here last month. His English was about as good as my French, but we finally got down to the bottom of it. Arsenic poisoning.
What from?
Water system back home. Big problem, apparently. Arsenic leaching into the wells.
How did you work that one out?
Well, it helps that I read the paper occasionally. Big story about it a while back.
Oh, and what were his symptoms?
Headache, vomiting, lower abdominal tenderness. I mean, there could be a number of things. Here we go.
But you had the good sense to do an ELISA test.
No, took a while, but got there eventually.
How you feeling?
Shell-shocked.
You did good. Fancy a drink after work?
Oh, now he offers. I could have done with one before we went into theatre.
IV when you knock off.
You're on.
I honestly don't know how you could say that to him. You did good.
I know, it's bad English.
It's wrong on so many levels. The man was clearly out of his depth.
I'm sorry you feel that way.
At least he had the humility to admit it, for once. You should have taken over when he asked you to.
Those complications looked worse than they actually were.
I beg to differ.
If her BP had gone below 90, I would have been straight in there.
If you hadn't been, I would have. I'd have been within my rights to go over your head.
I could see you fighting the impulse, thank you.
I'm sure you've realised by now that I'm not overly fond of Isaac.
I get that impression.
If you ask me, he's in real danger of becoming an egomaniac. He doesn't need any encouragement from you.
It was a teaching exercise. Of course I was encouraging him.
At the risk of patient safety, I'm very disappointed.
Thanks, Mom. I should get bashed in the face more often.
Well, carry on the way you have been, and you probably will be. I'm not stupid enough to think this is all one-sided. Ulla must have had her reasons.
Yeah, she's a psycho.
That's enough. If there is any more bullying, you tell me or your father. You do not take matters into your own hands. Do you hear me?
Go on.
I can't. What are you staring at?
Jasmine. Hello, Ulla.
Hi. There's a few. One each. What is it?
Open it and you'll find out. Thank you, Ulla. It's good of you.
Mum and Dad said I had to.
But she wanted to anyway.
Yeah, I did.
Aren't you going to open yours?
What for? I know what it says and it's all crap.
That's enough. Ulla is trying to apologise. The least you can do is meet her halfway. He'll read it later. I'll make sure he does.
Thanks. Can we go now?
I thought I was buying you a hot chocolate. And whatever you want to eat, as long as you share it.
You don't have to.
I want to. I'm proud of you.
Listen to you. You're not my father.
2 chocolates, please, and whatever the lady wants.
I should probably be saying all this to Scotty, but I wanted a word with you first.
Oh, no. What is it?
No, it's nothing scary. Well, it is, but I'm sure that we found it in time.
Tell me.
Tralium poisoning.
Never heard of it.
If ED hadn't had an arsenic case this morning, I would never even thought of screening for it.
Oh, well, I'm glad you did.
It doesn't solve the mystery, though. How did it get into Scotty's system?
I have no idea.
You haven't sprayed for insects lately, have you? Poison for ants? I know it's a long shot, but it could have gotten to Scotty's food.
I have gone through the entire house. There is nothing. There's one old aluminium pot, and that is it.
Do you guys use it?
Scotty used it to heat up some curry. Hunter ate the leftovers, and he got a bit sick, but we assumed it was just food poisoning.
And Scotty's really careful about what he eats?
I am monitoring every mouthful.
Okay, here's the thing about tralium. It's really hard to detect. Agatha Christie would have loved it.
What do you mean?
Apparently it makes a very handy murder weapon.
What? You're saying that somebody is... No, sorry, that's ridiculous.
Well, I know it's not likely, but it is possible.
Well, in that case, you really shouldn't be talking to me about it. Because you and I both know the number one suspect is always the girlfriend.
Well, that did cross my mind for about a nanosecond. Sorry.
Who would want to do that to Scotty?
Message from Ola. Since I'm keeping her prisoner for the next few days and she can't use the phone, can you please come for dinner one night this week as she's scared she'll go mad with only her mother for company?
Okay, on 2 conditions. 1, she has to cook, and don't let her tell you she can't. Anyone can follow a recipe. And 2, she has to invite Sarah.
Of course, thought that would go without saying.
Hi, I'm not late back, am I?
No, you're fine.
I had lunch with the kids.
How's Evan?
Better, the swelling's gone down.
Did he mention a letter from Ola?
Well, he didn't have to. I was there when she delivered it. Thank you.
No, don't thank us. She wrote it.
Every word.
Very nicely, too. Thank you anyway.
Hallelujah. I think we finally got something right.
Yeah, we make a good team when we're not at each other's throats. As parents.
Tell Ola I'm busy on Tuesday. I think Sarah's got something on Monday. Wednesday's good, so is Tuesday.
And that's not all. Using our specially patented mind over matter meditation technique, you can actually firm...
Hey, it's me. You're avoiding me now. I'm assuming it's bad news, otherwise you would have called. Okay, I'll meet you. Surprised you're letting me out of the house, though. See you there.
There is nothing in here, nothing at all that points to tralium.
Well, we should tell Scotty, I suppose. Maybe something will click when he hears what it is.
Do you want to call him, or should I?
My day just keeps getting better and better. I seem to have lost my phone.
All right, I'll do it. Is he well enough to come in?
Hold on. You're going to think I'm mad. I keep coming back to the murder angle.
Oh, I'm sorry I mentioned it.
And Scotty's friend, Warren.
The guy who died at your place?
Yeah, he OD'd, but why at our place? That's the strange part.
Do you think there's a connection?
Warren told Scotty that somebody was trying to kill him. I just put it down to the drugs. Can I use your computer?
Go for it.
Ladies, trust me, you will love these.
Thank you.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate your performance? 1 being very disappointing, I'm ashamed of myself. 10 being get out of the way, Chris Warner, I want your job.
Honestly, 5.
You can't say 5. 5 is like ticking the don't know box. It's a cop-out.
5.5. Minus points for letting Luke Derville wind me up.
I don't think he meant to.
Obviously doesn't trust me, though.
That's where leadership comes in. Everyone in that theatre is looking to you to set the tone. If you get nervous, they get nervous. If you get snarky, they'll get snarky back, and before long, you'll have a reputation that you'll never shake off.
Why don't you just shoot me now?
Personally, I give you a 7. Next time, I'm expecting a 9. That's how good you are. Don't make me say it again.
Cheers.
Same again, gentlemen?
Not for me.
Do you see anything else you fancy?
Maybe.
Have you been listening to a word I've said?
Something about points out of 10, wasn't it?
Give him another whiskey on my tab.
Sure.
Cancel that. Thanks.
Mate.
I've got a 9 to crack. Not to mention my part 2s. I've no show if I party every night.
So, what are we looking at?
Okay, Scotty never talks about this, so you can't mention it to him.
I promise.
It's from when he and Warren were in Timor. One of the men in his unit, a guy called Greg Sinclair. Oh, my God.
What?
The unit got involved in a scuffle and Greg took a bullet in the back.
In the back? So who shot him?
Hold on, here we are. Lance Corporal Sinclair is survived by his wife, Delaney...
and daughter, Paula.
Oh, my God.
What are the chances? First person who bothers to stop is someone I know.
You'd be waiting on this stretch of road for a while.
It's a good shortcut to the motorway. You taught me that.
Hey, Ferndale's best kept secret. Keep it that way.
Only if you help me.
What's up?
This is so embarrassing. Anyone would think I've never changed a tire before.
Oh, it's not difficult. I'll show you once and you should be able to remember.
No, it's not that. It's stuck.
Hey?
The spare, I can't get it out. Pathetic, I know.
I see what you mean. Have you got anything I can use to...
In a change to some listings, our big movie tomorrow stars Rowan Atkinson as an inept MI5 spy who has to single-handedly save his country from falling into the hands of an evil despot. Johnny English is at 25 to 8.